All right, not to get into politics, but I do want to say that the tone has changed recently in America. Obviously, Trump's been elected, and like I haven't been there since. But also, I mean, apparently they're really looking after people that are not legally in the country now, and like those people might be sent home. Is it tense in America? Is it? I know also L.A. and the West Coast is probably the most vocal about this new policy and this new person. But does that stress you out? Is that a similar thing, or is that like a different policy than say refugees?
Well, the air has changed. It feels more. There's like a static change in the air. I can feel it in America, especially. I'm a strong believer because I love history. I love and I love biographies, autobiographies, memoirs, and I feel that through all my absorbing of that, I can sense that we as a humanity, we move in an upward growth. When we move forward towards progress and towards justice. And whatever the seismic shifts that we're going through right now as a country, I do believe it'll settle, and I do think we'll find ourselves again with one uniform direction at some point. And until that happens, I don't know. I'm either misinformed or uninformed. I don't know what is happening. I don't know where to get my information. Right now, I just still want to step back and absorb. But I do have a lot of hope. We've recovered a bit in the past as well, and I think we can do it again.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting times, to say the least. I mean, we had a Brexit vote here, 3 or 4 months before the election. And, when you're in London, as I was reminded by one of my guests, London is not England, and just why New York and LA are not America. Mm-hmm. And so sometimes we're probably more liberal-minded, more open-minded sometimes, being in this crazy urban environment where we're like, let's open up all of Europe. And then the rest of the country says, no, let's not. And so sometimes it's hard to hear those things because you're thinking, well, shouldn't we be going to this more open society? But,
right.
Maybe there's going to be a few bumps along the way.
I think it's inevitable at some point.
Yeah.
With technology, with sentiments, I think people are just more open in general, and I don't understand this new transition, but I do feel. I think in the end we will recover to some degree. Okay.
Mm-hmm. But when you hear that like refugees from 7 countries aren't being allowed into the country, you must have flashbacks to you and your mom thinking, what if Trump was ruling Hungary and said, no, you got to go back to Albania?
Well, I was so young, and I have very limited memories, except my mom did everything she could to give me a healthy and comfortable life. I don't know what it's like to go hungry to bed, but yet there's a scar. And it's more me projecting through my mom what she felt and me understanding it from her perspective than it is my own personal experience because I was so young. But in the end, it just made us grow closer together. She's my best friend, and I learn every day. I ask her for advice.
What's she like as an American?
She's an amazing American. She's the biggest patriot.
Oh, yeah?
She loves America. She hangs her flag. You cannot take her away from America. There's no way. She is, in her mind, she is born and raised there, and that's it. In her mind, there's no question.
Okay. Continue watching this fascinating conversation for free by clicking on the link below to visit our website, learn from the best minds in the world, and connect with a community of passionate people building the best versions of themselves. Just click on the link below, and I'll see you on the inside.